Well, hello, everybody. We are back. It is the Redox Movement. I am Ricardo here with Shawn and Franchesca. And today we have Lois in Virginia. Lois, where in Virginia are you again?
Danville.
Danville, that's right, Danville. She has a really powerful story on these amazing ASEA Redox product and molecules. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Shawn to get things started.
Well, thank you, Ricardo. Lois, thanks again for joining us today and sharing your amazing experiences. You have many of them. And I'm interested to know when you became acquainted with ASEA, what was your life like before? If you had some health challenges, which I know you did, what was your life like before you encountered ASEA?
Before, it was like I was always in a lot of pain, had high blood pressure, high pressure in my eyes. And it was just like, you know, as of last year, I really thought that I was leaving this world. Seriously. And I would talk to Mimi about it and everything. And finally, in December, she sent me some products and I started doing them. And I also went in the hospital December the 17th because my pressure was so high and there was nothing they could do. So they kept me there pretty much all night and they give me an extra pill to take. And I said, Lord, I do not want to continue to take these pills. I said, one thing, you take them and it causes other issues in your body. So I started taking the product December that Mimi sent me. And it's like in January, I said, what is this? I said, wait a minute. I said, my pressure seemed to be a little different. And I take my pressure twice a day because it gets extremely high. And the pressure, instead of being up where it normally be like 2 something and 178 and all that, the pressure was going down to like 150. And as I kept taking it the next week, it went down to 138. I said, nothing works this quick. I said, but everybody's body is different. So finally, it just got where I cannot take the pills because it's low. When I take it, like this morning, it was 111 over 74, 73. Later on, when I came back in this evening, it was the same, you know, it's like 114 over 77 over 74. And I'm like, you know, I'm so grateful. It's like I get so excited when I think about it because I've been on pills for so long, a lot of years, and it's just a blessing now to know that I don't have to take those pills. And I don't change my diet. I pretty much eat the same food and everything. So it's just exciting to me. And when I went to the doctor for my eyes, I had eye pressure was always 17 to 21. It ranged around there, 1720, 1719, and everybody know how pressure in your eye is. When it's high, it causes problems. So I always worried about that for over the past 10 years. And I just thank God because I just start spraying my eye with the ASEA and just, you know, doing it daily and upping my ASEA. It's like drinking like 6 to 8 ounces. I was drinking like 2 ounces, you know, in the morning, 2 ounces in the evening. So I decided to up it. And then the pressure went up. And I was like, that doesn't seem right. And so I talked with Mimi and Mimi say, well, maybe you need to cut back. I said, no, I'm not cutting back because if this is working, I know it's going to take care of it. So I just kept upping it to more. I got up to 8 ounces a day. And as I got up to 8 ounces a day, it went on down. It was like doing a detox in me. So I'm telling you, I love it. And I wouldn't take nothing for it. So, you know, it just went from one extreme to another. It was like last year I had all this vertigo going on. It was like I had to walk with a cane. I was where I couldn't drive. It was like crazy. I get up out of my bed. I need a cane to get to the bathroom. I mean, a lot of stuff was going on with my body. And I just thank God it changed when I started drinking the product. That's all I can say. It just really changed and made me like a woman again. I felt good, you know. So
That's fantastic.
I can walk by myself. Yeah. I can walk by myself without a cane, without a walker going to the mailbox. You know, it just did a lot for me. And I sleep. Oh my God. When I get off of this phone, I can tell you, as soon as I lie down, I go to sleep. That was never the case for years. My daughter would tell you that was never the case. So it's just awesome. The product is just awesome. And I tell anybody that if they're taking it, don't stop. Don't worry about the detox. Just up your dose. And I guarantee if you stick with it, it's something is going to happen good for you. So I'm just excited about it. And the eye pressure. Oh, let me tell you about this eye pressure. Oh my God. The eye pressure it was like I was telling you, 1721 and all that. But I went to the doctor the day after Labor Day. It was day after Labor Day, the 6th. I went to the doctor and he checked the pressure in my eyes. And I tell you, he said 1010. I said, doctor, would you mind taking that again? He said, why? And I knew why he was asking why, because he wasn't my regular doctor. My regular doctor had retired. And so he wasn't aware of my condition. So he took it again. He said, okay, if you wish. And then after he took it again, it was 1010. So I asked him, I said, please let your nurse take it. He said, okay. So the nurse took it and it was 1010. Can you imagine all these years? It's been over 10 years. I have never had a pressure to go down that low. I mean, when he looked at my chart and everything, he was amazed himself. And he said, I'm going to have you come back in a month. I said, well, normally they have me come back in 3 months. He said, well, I'm going to have you come back in a month because this is most unusual. I said, yes, it is, but I love it. And so I was just excited about that. And I just been on cloud 9 about that. I mean, I'm excited. I mean, when I start talking about it to people, they just like, wow. I mean, I can't help it. It's such a blessing. It's
Well, your
awesome.
enthusiasm is so infectious. We can feel it. We can feel the
Yes.
power moving in your life. Really, these are major health changes that you're talking about
Yes,
that have
it
really
is.
impacted the quality of your life.
And I could see if I was like a young person, but I'm not young, and I'm not that old either, but
Right.
75 is old. But I thank God for 75. And
You're 75?
yes,
That's pretty amazing too.
yes. And and I mean, it's just how it's been. I sleep better, I walk better. I used to have pain so bad on the top of my legs. And I mean, I know it's the redox. I've been taking all this other stuff for years and it hasn't done anything. So I know it's the redox. And I just love it. And it's like I have arthritis in my sciatic nerve in the back. And I tell you, when I use this, whoo, girl, this is
The Renew 28.
yes, Renew
Yes.
28. I put that on it and I'm good to go. And I just tell anybody, if they shouldn't even think about it. They should just try it and just get it regardless. I mean, don't pay no attention to saying salt water and all that. That's just ridiculous. Just try it. You'll never be the same. I'm telling you. It's everybody need money, but I now wish I could have this proven. If someone could give me $1,000, $10,000 for the way my body feel now, I wouldn't take it. They say you take this and don't take this anymore. No, this would be part of me for my life.
That's
For my
powerful.
life.
That's
Because
powerful.
last year, Mimi, I tell you, I really felt I was leaving this world. I'm serious. And
Yeah.
they even told me the casting out strokes. They didn't know what was wrong with. They didn't know. And then later on, they tell me they said, "Well, we think it was a stroke." So,
Hmm.
well, you think on. I'm living my life now and doing okay.
That's
And
wild.
don't
It
have
hurts my heart to think that you were so depressed and feeling so upset that you wanted to leave this earth, because your spirit is so vibrant and we're so grateful that you're still here in
thank you.
all of your beauty and all of your enthusiasm. I know that Ricardo or Franchesca had some other questions. So Ricardo or Franchesca, which one would like to ask next?
I had a quick question. And so Lois was wondering, so Mimi shared the product with you. Were you asking Mimi for like some insight or advice, or Or did she just, hear what it is that you were experiencing and then she shared that with you? Like, can you share a little bit about that?
Well, to be quite honest, Mimi introduced me to the product 4 years ago.
Oh,
And I was telling her last year how bad I was feeling and everything. And because we talk quite often. And Mimi said, Lois, I'm sending you some products and I want you to try them. And then tell me in 10 days if you feel any different. And Lord of mercy, I really did feel different because I was in the hospital December 17th. So I started taking products when I come home, and January was right around the corner. So January, I was feeling good. The pressure was going down. I mean, not like good, but I was feeling much better than I was being in the hospital. And she's the one that just followed through with me. She come back and say, Lois, I think you need to stay on this product. I said, okay. And I've been on it ever since.
that's really good, because a lot of times we wonder, because we can approach somebody maybe the first time about the product, and then people may or may not say yes or no. And so it looks like you really weren't interested initially, but then it was
I
like
really
later
wasn't.
on. Is
I
that
really
right?
wasn't.
Okay.
I was interested in anything the way I was feeling. When Mimi said, try it, what you got to lose? Because
Mhm.
I was telling her, I said, I feel I'm leaving you. I'm leaving you. I feel it. And I really did. My daughter would cry and pray. I really felt I was leaving this world last year.
Mm.
Sure did. But
Let
I
me,
Mm.
thank God. I thank God for grace and mercy.
Mm.
let me
We're
ask
so
you,
glad. Yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Ricardo.
So now you've decided to share a SIA with other people. What inspired you and motivated you to, to partner with the company and share it with other people?
They just call on me, you know how you speak out, and all I did at the meetings was just speak out, and people just start asking me to share. So I didn't mind sharing if as long as it helps somebody. It wasn't that I wanted to I
Right.
mean, I didn't bring it up. They would ask me. It's like with Shawn. I was on a meeting, was Monday or Tuesday. I was on the meeting, and afterwards, Shawn heard my testimony, and she wanted to invite me to this,
Okay.
and I'm very appreciative.
Have you shared it with any family members or friends that
Oh
have had
yeah,
a
my
powerful
daughter's on
experience?
it. My daughter's on it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do they have any stories? Has it
she
been a
does.
shift in their health?
She does have stories, but she's shy. She's not gonna talk, but she has stories. I
Okay.
mean, her story was it's like her hand is like when she's typing, it locks up and she can't move it and it go all kinds of way. Her hand is straight now. Her
Wow.
hand is straight now. Oh, Jesus. Her hand is straight. And she always had problem with her heels and her legs and everything. She said, Mom, I don't know what this is. She said, but I tell you, I'm taking it for the rest of my life.
Wow.
She loves it. She loves it.
So is she using Renew 28 and ASEA, the liquid?
Yes, both. And she
Mm.
religiously uses the Renew 28.
That's so important to use it even when you don't have the issue, don't have the discomfort presenting on a certain day, to just keep using it because it's going in and healing that thing, not
Exactly.
just relieving you of that discomfort in the moment. So
I
that's
found that out.
really a great awareness that she has, that you've obviously helped her to see.
Exactly. But I used to just, when I first got it, I was just putting it on a little bit on my sciatic nerve. And then, just like you said, I start using it every day because I saw a difference when you use it every day.
Yeah. It's really amazing how clear you've been on sticking with it, because there's some bumps in the road that when someone hits them, like that moment where you were experiencing detox, and which is really a sign that your body is doing what it needs to do to get rid of the gunk and begin to heal.
Exactly.
And sometimes that upsets people and they don't understand it. And even if they're told that that's going to happen, it still, throws them off.
And see,
So you managed to stick with it, which is so impressive.
Well, it's probably impressive, but it's not, it's nothing I've done really. It's listening to Dr. Silman. He would say, stick with it. And that's what I did. I just started sticking with it. And I
That's great.
upped my dose and I see a big difference.
Mm.
Are you drinking a lot of water too?
Yes,
You're trying to-
yes.
Yep.
I drink a lot of water. Always have though. I drink a
That's
lot
great.
of water.
Because that can be a challenge for some people too, drinking enough
is.
water.
That's a challenge for my daughter, but she has learned and she's learning to drink a lot of water. So it works good for her.
So good for you. So good for you. So I'm curious at this point, Lois, I know that, you know, at this point, your life has completely turned around from that dark place where you were in December to, you know, now almost a year out.
Yes.
How do you see your future? How do you see your future with ASEA in terms of sharing it, in terms of using it? You kind of intimated that a little bit about that, but share more.
I feel my future with ASEA is not a quick fix, but instead a lifetime journey for me. Failure is not an option.
Love that. That's beautiful.
Well said.
Well
Well
said.
said. Well said. Yeah,
Thank
that is
you.
very significant.
Well, we want to thank you. I think we're done.
Think so.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
wanna- Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, so we
Okay,
want to
thank you all for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. If anybody has any, questions, reach out and like, subscribe, all that, and we will see you all in the next video. We really appreciate it.